Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're actually going to start to use our Tetracompass pieces, which we've been gathering over the past couple of months from archaeology sets, as well as the archaeology professors. So in this video, we're going to be doing 25 Tetracompasses and then looting to see if it's worthwhile doing them, because it can be a little bit expensive to make. Now, if you didn't know, to make a Tetracompass, you need the 4 Tetracompass pieces, along with 30 of each of these dies. So we're going to need 30 Malachite green, armadillo yellow, cadmium red, cadmium purple, and also cobalt blue. Now, because so many items are coming into the Grand Exchange from archaeology professors and also people doing archaeology, they've got a little bit cheap at the minute. So as you can see here, the prices which I've sort of paid for are pretty much mid. They're not expensive as what they used to be. Like, I've paid for the colours for the Tetracompasses quite easy, like 13, 14, 15k. At the minute, these prices are quite reasonable. Now, to make one of these, you're going to need 30 of each, which I'm going to show you now is quite a hefty chunk of change to throw into each single one. So once we throw all these in, we'll see how much one Tetracompass is going to cost to make, and then we'll also see how many 25 are going to cost to make. So we'll just throw all these in, and then I can give you a rough idea of how much it's going to cost. So for each Tetracompass, it's just going to be under 1.4 mil. So when we're looting the Tetracompasses a little bit later on, that's something for you guys to remember, is that we're looking for 1.4 mil or above. Now, Tetracompasses, you are mainly going to get things like relics, you're going to get clue scrolls, you're going to get the Triskelion key pieces, as well as materials as well. So there is a chance you'll make some profit, but really with Tetracompasses, you're looking for your chance at Tony's Matic and to see if you can get lucky with that. But also there's some decent clue scrolls as well. But 35 mil is what we're looking to make from this video. And I'm hoping that these Tetracompasses are going to be profit, because over the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing a couple of videos, maybe one a week, where we're going to go and try and hunt down these Tetracompass pieces. So the Tetracompass kind of works like a clue scroll. It will point you in a direction, and rather than do multiple steps, it's just one step. So they are a little bit less painful than clue scrolls, but they're very similar in terms of, like, this is what you need to do to find them. So what I'm going to do now is go and wrap up and find all 25. Come back with the caskets. We'll go and stand next to Tony's display case in the hopes that we can get the shadowy key, or the key for the Matic, and see if we can get lucky. Now, we've done roughly about 100 in terms of these videos. I always do 25 per video, so we've done 100, I think, and we've not got anything yet, so who knows. The rate is very, very rare, so 100 is pretty much drop in the ocean, but who knows, maybe we can go and get lucky from it as well. But if you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to leave me a like on the video. Let me know comments of things you want to see in future. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We're going to be doing plenty of these, plenty of loot videos, plenty of guides as well for the 2026 content as well, which is coming to the game. And I really hope you've enjoyed December. We've done a really big month this year. Going to be slightly different in January, but we'll do a video to cover that as well. But without further ado, I'm going to go and gather these 25 Tetracompasses. We'll report back a little bit later on. We'll do a nice little loot video, and then we'll go through it and see how much we've made from 25 Tetracompasses. So if you didn't know how a Tetracompass works, basically it's like a compass on an elite clue scroll. So you'll have an arrow which tells you where to go. Some of these can be really, really easy, and you can get multiples. So if you have like a big stack like I did where you have 25, I had one spot where 3 were all the same one, and you can just rattle through. So what I do is take a big decent amount, and then I check everyone when I get to a certain spot. Now, when you finally find one which is at the spot, you get the option to click the Matic, and then you excavate the location. You don't have to do any NPCs. You don't like use a spade or anything. You literally just do this for a couple of seconds, and then you can go and get the casket here. Now, this one here is in the Poison Waste. It's actually quite an annoying spot to get to. My advice, if you ever get this spot, always use a fairy ring, because it pretty much puts you like just off the spot anyway, rather than having to go to Latia and all the way across. But apart from that, we have one more left to do, and that is 25 left to do for this as well. And again, we'll go through all the loot and stuff. So I'll finish this final one, I'll find the final casket, and I'll meet you at Tony's Matic. And then we can go through like the things we're going to get for loot and stuff like that as well. But it didn't take me too long, actually. Probably took me like for 25, 45 minutes to do all of them. And again, you will get some where you get them at the same spot, which does save a lot of time as well. So this is the big item everyone wants from these caskets. It is Archaeologist Tony's Matic. Now, this gives you a chance to completely excavate the Matic whenever it procs. But to get this, you have to get one of 2 keys. Now, the shadowy key is the one we want. That gives us a guaranteed chance to open this and get the Matic. Now, the sorted key is a 1 in 10 roll for the shadowy key. It will not open for the Matic, so it's kind of like a misroll in telling you it's a misroll. You can convert to some archaeology XP, but what it is essentially is quite brutal. So we shall see. We shall see how we go. Again, we've opened about 100 of these already, and let's see what we can get in terms of the loot. So first one, I'll talk through the loot as well. So as you see here, you get a huge variety of things in these loots. You're going to get completed tomes, which will be archaeology XP, and these are very, very good archaeology XP as well. You can definitely get a couple mil for a decent casket opening as well. You'll get a nice spread of archaeology relics, which again is going to be some even more archaeology XP. I don't need relics, I don't need tomes, I'm 200 mil, so I will be selling these. And then finally, you'll be getting some of the materials from all of the dig sites as well, which can add up. And then finally, you'll get clue scrolls. Sometimes you'll get crystal keys, sometimes you'll get Triskelion keys as well. So what I'm going to do is take all, because what I want to try and do is like keep a track of it. The one thing I won't be able to keep a massive track of is like the XP I'll get rid of from the artifacts. The artifacts you can 100% restore, but for me, it's not worth it. So you're going to use some GP to do it. Yes, you can convert it into like some of the inventory materials, but again, I just want the XP. I don't have the bank space to hold these, so that's the big problem for me as well. So this is post-recording Meep speaking. So basically this clip of me opening all these caskets was very long, so what I've done is sped it up just so you guys can see it. Again, we're getting very consistent in terms of the archaeology loot, clue scrolls, and crystal Triskelion keys as well. Very much worthwhile doing these, and I'd really encourage you guys, if you're going to do any thieving or archaeology, focus on Tetracompasses, because at the absolute least, you're going to be getting these complete totems, which are going to be giving you quite a decent amount of archaeology XP. So in terms of what we've done, I will be a lot smoother with doing these in future videos. I didn't have bank space, and I wasn't sure how I was going to sort of keep the materials away from my material storage to go and price check them. So I kept juggling my info, and it just wasn't the right thing to do. In future videos, I'll make sure that I'll be quicker and we'll do them live as well, because I don't really like cutting the clips down and voicing over them. I just don't think they work as well for the video, don't work as well for the flow. But for this one and this one only, we'll do a little bit of post-com editing as well. But as you can see, there are so many archaeology materials now, I have to like do quite a lot of juggling. These are really good. You get between 5 to 6 rolls of archaeology material, and every time you get a roll, it's going to be 100. The ones which are really good chests is when you get a couple of the decent archaeology drops. There are some where you'll get just the common like loot, and they will be lower, but you never really get lower than 1.8 mil in my experience anyway. I didn't get any of the really rough chests. But these are very good for things like clue scrolls, the Triskelion keys as well. Make sure to keep hold of them, make sure to do them, and if you are enjoying the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video as well. So we are on to our final 4. The chance of getting that key is getting less and less, and to be fair, the hope is pretty much gone, but who knows. We did get a Dragonmatic though. Actually, I'll take that. Like, that is really good. A Dragonmatic is actually something really rare you can get in a Tetracompass set. So to pick that up, that's it. That's it. I'm more than happy. We've paid off all of our different colours just from doing that. So yeah, we'll take a Dragonmatic any day of the week to get that for the video. I completely forgot that they were in this, so that is really nice. We'll take a Dragonmatic. 3 more. Let's see what else we can get. We're going to get some salvage. Again, this is what I was talking about. When you get a roll of quite common material, so here we've got leather scraps, furs, silk, vellum, and soapstone. They're stuff which is quite commonly like received, and it's also one of the things you get quite often from pickpocketing. That'll be quite a cheap chest, but we've still made profit compared to like actually buying the colours, so you can't really moan if you're still in profit from that. So we'll grab the rest of it. 2 more to go. Can we get any more? I'm happy where we are now. We've got some decent amounts of clue scrolls. Binding contracts, it can be as well something you can get in this. Charms, which I think are a little bit rarer, but again, it's something which will make a little bit more GP. What we've done for all the viewing videos is worked off the binding contracts being 80,000 coins each, so that's a 400k just from the binding contracts, which again, will take stuff like that, stuff which will ramp the value up. Really worth it. And like looking at it now, thinking about the prices we've bought all of the colours for, very worthwhile doing these. They're going to give you so many different things and so many different elements, which is why I've kind of like lost track of like all the different things you can get. But we're now on the final chest. We're going to be doing a lot more of these in the future because I've got a lot of Tetracompasses still on this count. I've probably got another like 50 left on this count. 7-day bonds nearly got 100. So we'll go and do these a lot more regularly. Maybe we do one a week for a little while. Maybe we do a couple over Christmas. Because again, I quite like the loot videos. I think loot videos are always very good content as well. But yeah, that's decent. Now, what I'm going to have to do, we're going to have to do a couple different ways of price checking some stuff because we've got so many items. I've got all the materials in the bank. But the first thing we'll do is use the remaining tomes. And then we can see how much XP we're going to get from that. And again, this is XP based off 120 archaeology. So it is a lot. We've got 3.2 mil, which is such a big chunk of XP. Really, we've got another 2 times this. So we've got like some like 7.5 XP just in the complete tomes from the Tetracompasses for this. Right, so the easiest way to do this, I think, is just to price check the standard items which on archaeology materials first. So we've got the crystal keys. We've got the onyx dust. Again, these will rack up quite a bit. Same with all the huge rune salvage. So just without any materials, that's 5.4 mil, which is pretty much like a sixth of the cost already covered. Then we've got the Dragonmatic, which is going to be 40 mil on top of that. So that's 45.9 mil without any of the archaeology materials. In terms of Etruscan keys, we put 4 in the bank, so 3.25 of these we've managed to get from this. In terms of the clue scrolls, in terms of clues, we're going to be 11 elites and 13 masters, which masters is quite a lot actually. And the 50 binding contracts is going to be like another 400k. So in terms of cash on that info, 46.3 mil. With those clue scrolls on top, that'll be a decent amount. I won't value the clue scrolls because you can never really put a value to clue scrolls, but in terms of loot just from that, very, very good. Now, the rest of the cash is going to be in what materials we've got. So hopefully this can all be done in one. Okay, this is the majority of it. We've only got 3 more slots left to do after this. So this is going to come in a price of 46.5 mil. And then if we go and grab the final 3, which are going to be, actually no, final 4. So we've got Felt, Dragon Metal, Keramos, and the Hellfire Metal. That's going to come in at a price of 3.7 mil. So in terms of all the archaeology materials, that's 50.2 mil. And then as well as that, we've got the 5.4 mil we had from the common loot afterwards. That was 55.6 mil. So for 25 sort of chests, you are looking like the best part of 2.2 mil-ish average. And that's without adding things on the Etruscan crystal keys. We've also got things like the clue scrolls as well. So these are very much worth doing. And this is why when it comes to archaeology, when it came to these thieving videos, I recommended for you guys to go and focus on Tetracompass sets. Because the Tetracompasses are still worth doing. In terms of how long it took to do, I probably spent more time looting the keys than actually opening it up. One thing I would massively recommend is if you're going to do a decent stint of Tetracompasses, have your bank empty. Like, you need 25 empty spaces to open a Tetracompass. My bank from doing all these videos over the past couple of weeks is rammed. I actually needed to get it ready for the video we're going to do for my bank video for this year. So yeah, like I said, we've got plenty more of these to come forward anyway. I've got another 2 to do on this account. I've got another couple to do on 7-Day Bond. Hope you enjoyed the video though. I know you guys love doing the loot videos. We've probably made 100 mil from those 4 caskets. Admittedly, we've got a Dragonmatic, which is very, very rare to get. We didn't get the key, but I don't think I can really be mad at that as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're doing any Tetracompasses soon, let me know how you guys do in terms of your loot. Have you ever got Tony's Matic key? And have you ever got a Dragonmatic? But I'm going to wrap the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoying. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.